everybody. Good money to everybody. I'm really not gonna be up here long. It's really what up? I'm back. I'm back. What's going on? Make sure you smash the like button as you come in. Welcome to Coffee and Donuts for Grown Ups. I am your host, the Master of the Ceremony, Crush the Legend, aka one half of the Grumpy OGs. Also, I am the Sergeant of Arms of the ultimate STN Sports Talk Network. So make sure anybody with that the STN initials, make sure you check them out. But man, I want to talk about this real quick. Of course, it's a fight week. Of course, we got Eric Lubin coming up this week. He's fighting I don't know what's going on, but I want to talk about what's going on in hip hop, which a lot been going on in the hip hop world, in the rap world, past few years, and things have became more strange as what happened to Sean Diddy Combs, and it seems like there's a lot of things that's coming out. Not just about him, more things about Combs, but there's this other artists and everything that are having problems. And this is a big problem right here. Ghostface Killer, legendary member of the legendary Wu-Tang Clan. You know he has a future. Actually, no matter. Yeah, what's good, homies? Going on? Let's talk about it. I don't know what the hell is going on with YouTube this morning, but they getting on my goddamn nerves, Cannon. But yeah, let's talk about see if I can get something rolling with no interruption. But it's a lot going on. So Infinite Coles, the son of legendary rapper Ghostface Killer, has came out and he's been expressing himself in his music. He came out with 2 songs so far, airing out, his family's problems, venting about his relationship with so-called, relationship with him and his father, Ghostface Killer. Now, one thing I do not like to see is see parents and their children go through shit. And we already see that on the everyday life. And I know in a lot of our minds and eyes, a lot of it, the turmoil be very ugly. Pros, what's up, bro? It'd be very ugly, a lot of the turmoil between parents and their children. So we get enough of that and we see enough of that in the hood. But when you start putting your business all out for the world to see what's going on with yourself or with your family, I think that's a little too much. But ever since the pandemic, everybody wants to be behind the mic. Everybody wants to be on camera, no matter what they doing. But the main thing is, whatever problem Infinite has with his father, Ghostface Killer, they should have handled that off the internet. Now the young man comes out and he make 2 songs about his father. One song was called Sweet Face Killer. I can't remember the name of the other song, but I did listen to Sweet Face Killer. And listen, if you haven't heard the track, go listen to it for yourself. Far as his skill set, he's nice on the mic. Regardless of his gender, he's very nice on the mic. And then if y'all not aware, or already don't know, his son, he's a part of LGBTQ. You know what I mean? He's a part of the community. And some parents don't like that. No matter if it's their son or daughter, some parents just don't like that. And we can understand because we was always taught, everything is man and woman, and now these all these weird things in between, man on man, woman on woman, woman on children, man on children, none of these things. So when our children grow up and they decide, their lifestyle, how they want to live, a lot of times we don't agree with it. And it seems like this is a problem that Ghostface Killer probably had with his son being gay. And we know how that is. But now that it got to this point, where now you putting your business, you putting your beef on music. And this is different, y'all. This is not like it's, regular hip-hop shit. This is a man who's dissing his father. You know, no matter how you look at it, it's not entertaining. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's not entertaining because, like I said, I don't want to hear or see these people airing out, you know, their personal business between them and a family, you know, on the air and try to make money off of it, things like that. Money is the root of all evil when you even ready to down your own folks to make some money. But trying to figure out where they went wrong at. It's not too much I can say, but just like he just never spent any time with him, whatever the case may be. Now, I think Infinite, he probably been gay as long as he's been alive, or whatever the case may be, but he's feeling some type of way about it, and he put the music out there, and it don't look good, my people. It don't look good, and, you know, we always tearing ourselves down, you know, along with the other enemies that we have, but we are our worst enemy. And hopefully one day that, you know, our celebrities would stop doing this. You know, if you got a problem with your child or you got a problem with your parent, don't put the music out, because it's really not nobody's business. That's something for you and your parent to go work on. Now I can see you expressing yourself a bit and do music, but to actually dish your father, your blood, your mother, whoever it is, it's not cool. It don't look good at all. It's not going to help the situation. So I'm pretty sure a lot of people is waiting to see how Ghostface Killer is going to respond. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I am one of those people because I'm wondering how this man is going to respond. And, like, we seen beefs, you know, with the parents and their children. 50 Cent, how y'all doing? With 50 Cent and his son, but, you know, his son is just always keep on asking about money. But, you know, we see these things. I don't like none of it. Whenever they get on there, no matter who it is, a black American female or a black American male, you know, they get out there and put their family business out there all on the internet. You know, that's not how you solve a problem between you and your parent. You know, maybe they need to go to some sort of therapy or something, but, you know, don't be airing out your personal business, how you feel about your family member, you know, for the world to hear it. And it's not good. So you never know how bad this may turn out. It may turn out into a worse situation. You know, it could get worse than that. We seen parents cause harm to their children, and we seen children cause harm to their parents. But the most important thing that I want to get out to you guys this morning, it's not going to be a long. I'm going to give y'all 30 minutes and I'm out of here. This needs to stop. And it's actually sad. This is not necessary, and people are laughing at the situation. You know, I talked to a few people that's already heard the song and know about what's going on. And some people really don't like it, but you got people that's really laughing at it. Like, yo, this is not really a laughing matter. You know, regardless of his son's gender or not. It's not a laughing matter. It's a disgrace, and it makes us look bad as a people. We already look bad enough as black Americans. Exactly. And this might be Infinite's therapy, because music is a lot of people's therapy. And I get that. Let's talk about it. Yes, it is a lot of people's therapy. But, you know, it's how you do it. You know, because we listen to artists and we know they talk about their personal lives, but, and, you know, who caused them harm, but not to a point to where, you know, you straight going for the juggler. You know what I mean? Like, I can't stand this MF where you just getting right at them. It's a sad situation, and now you're giving the world something else to laugh and talk about when it comes to black Americans. It's sad. So, you know, hopefully they can come to some sort of conflict of resolution and air that out as men, because it don't look good. Good morning. It don't look good, regardless if the young man is trying to express himself or not. It don't look good to put that out there. And I get it, music is therapy, but why would you do that? Because you're doing nothing but tearing yourself down and your family too when you do things like this. And people already put their personal business all over the place, but I would not be putting out my personal business to millions of people talking about how much of a piece of shit my father is. Ain't none of they goddamn business. Cause they ain't telling me how piece of shit they parents are. You don't do that. And I definitely ain't doing it for no attention or no money. I ain't gonna do that regardless who I got beef with in my family. It ain't gonna never get to a point where I wanna air all my business out and get attention and money from it. I can find another way to make money. You understand what I'm saying? And that's not solving the damn problem. So, what is the solution for this situation? I mean, y'all, honestly, what should happen? Some people say, man, I'm waiting to see if Ghostface gonna come back with a diss track. No, I don't want to see that shit. I don't want to hear Ghostface with no diss track or nothing. You just need to talk about it. Yeah, and that's because he's not being heard. You know what I mean? So it's like when people cries are being ignored, they gonna make enough noise. They're gonna turn that volume up until they get heard. And it seems like that's what this situation is, and I feel sorry for the young man. And I'm not judging Ghostface, because I got my own fatherhood as a parent I got to worry about. You know what I mean? But I whatever the case may be, he should have handled that shit much better with his son. And a lot of times it could come from neglect. He probably didn't spend enough time with him. Or you know how some parents are, we petty as shit. We the co-parent, we don't co-parent well. So I got an ill vibe for it, so take it out on you and this, that, and other. It's the dumb shit. You know what I mean? They do go to the extreme matches. And I don't know what young Infinite Coles is looking for. Now, I guess he's looking to be heard, but is it going to help him any? Is it going to help him any? You know what I mean? And in the song, he talked about, he wasn't there like that. He ain't take care of him like that. Things like that. And we're not surprised about that. It's people on everyday life that's in the same situation. But of course, a person would say, well, damn, you got enough money to take care, your family, your child, or whatever, but you being selective. You see what I'm saying? You want to take care of this child, but you don't want to take care of that child. It'd be all type of nut shit. But I don't know what's going on, but apparently the young man is looking for love, respect, and probably support from his father, and he never gave it to him. You know what I mean? And we can't play like that's a cool thing to do as a fucking parent when you in the wrong with your child. You know what I mean? Cause we gotta hold ourselves accountable, our damn selves, because we too busy running around and acting like our shit don't stink. Yeah, and I think so. And you know what? You're right. Let's talk about it. And he's not giving it to him. You know what I mean? And I don't mean to pick a side, but I'm looking at the situation, man. You need to go handle that with your son. That's one thing you need to handle that, because now that he came out and did this, maybe he's looking and waiting for a reaction or a response. And it's a goddamn shame that he had to go to these measures just to have a sit down with his father. And to be honest with you, a sit down probably be the most dangerous thing unless they're not in the same room. Because most likely he got attitude, he gonna want to put, paws on him and stuff like that. So it's a very dangerous call. It's a very shaky call. Very shaky call. Because You can look at it, he thinking that like this, you know, I will fuck him up. It's sad. And hip hop, rap, whatever you want to call it, we don't need that. You understand what I'm saying? We don't need none of that. We don't need none of that shit at all. We don't need none of it. And hopefully, hear this thing out. Come to they feeling that they feeling the way that they feel about it. I'm pretty sure some of them don't like it. Then some of them probably understand too. You know what I mean? Cause I'm gonna keep it real. If I know that I got a homie or whatever, and I know he's not right, you know, with his folks, you know, I'm gonna just keep it real and I'm gonna tell him, hey, listen, you know, as a bro, as a friend, sometimes also as a parent, you know, hey, gotta, cause no, it doesn't need to be any beef between a parent and their children, but shit happens. Shit happens. And it's a lot of terrible things parents have done to their children. You know? And like I said, I don't know if Ghostface actually done something to his son besides maybe neglecting him, probably being ashamed of him. You know, I don't know what it is, but it's not good. So to hear hip hop news like that, it's not cool. And it's like I already know, we have a member of the most legendary and iconic groups in hip hop music period of any genre got a serious situation going on with a child of his. It's sad. It's sad. You know, but people that like to be entertained, you know, the small-minded people, the toxic people, they love it. So, you know, they want to, oh yeah, now I want to hear him come back and come with heat. You know, we don't know how deep it's going to get. We don't know how far young Infinite COLES is going to go with this situation, but it's definitely not, you know, it's bad. Not the best way to seek attention, but sometimes our folks put us in situations like that to where we react in these ways, and it's sad, you know. So, man, and the ball was dropping. He can spit. He can so let's get into news and get into some sports. Football. Yesterday, football, man. Shout out to all the football fans and shout out to all the football teams that won. But I'm gonna be honest with you. Football Sunday yesterday, and I'm just a fan of this. I don't have a team. I like players from damn near every team. So I just watched the sport. But I'm gonna be honest with you. Some of them win, some of them. The Philadelphia Eagles overcoming the damn. I already know the Los Angeles Rams want to get their lick back from last year. You know, and a lot of people think that, you know, they cheated for the birds, or, you know, the birds got lucky. So, you know, it's really some heat between LA and Philly, you know, when it comes to that. And I had picked it to be a 50-50 game because, you know, LA is good on both sides of the ball. So, yeah, but it was a very scary game. Also, wow, for the state of Georgia and the city of Atlanta, man, they did them Falcons dirty. The Falcons got shot down. It's like soon you leave to go take off, you don't even get a quarter mile. Your flight is over. They look, the Falcons and the Falcon got a chance to spread not one fucking wing. Fuck the both of them. They couldn't even spread one. Not the left wing or the right wing, and not the wings at the same damn time, because they got the brakes beat out of them. So, you know, some birds didn't have a good day yesterday. The Eagles had a triumph day. They came out on top. The Falcons, god damn, they just got feasted on, man. I'm like, oh, woo-wee. I forgot who whooped their ass. It was so bad. But anyways, you know it's bad when you somebody whoop on your ass and you forget who whooped on your ass. But woo, that was something else. Shout out to the Washington Commanders with defeating the Raiders. But is it true that you lost? Yeah, man. Now I seen something about the Commanders quarterback Jay Daniels. Did he get injured? I seen something about it, but you know sometimes it can be clickbait. Yeah, Carolina bust their ass. No. Yeah. That game was crazy, man. That game was crazy. I did not pick the Bears to beat the Cowboys. I didn't. I picked the Cowboys to beat the Bears, and damn, I was wrong. Damn, I was wrong. I did pick the Cowboys to beat the Bears, and the Bears came out on top. Oh yeah, the Cleveland game. Oh man, I don't think nobody from the state of Ohio or the city of Cleveland and anywhere else that may be a Browns fan want to talk about football. So football was good yesterday if you're a diehard football fan, but man, you talking about any given Sunday? Yesterday was truly every given Sunday because you ain't know what the hell was going to happen. But see, that's the good thing we like about football season because where boxing may let us down or another sport or your girl getting on your nerves, the kids and drove you crazy. You know, Thursday night, Sunday night, and all Thursday night, Sunday evening, you know, afternoon and evening, and then Mondays we got some football. So yeah, and shout out to everybody doing good on a fantasy in the fantasy leagues too. The Cowboys. Well, I pick the Cowboys just like I pick any other goddamn matchup. I ain't got shit against the Dallas Cowboys. I like to pick with the you got no comeback, but I like players from every team. I got a couple out to football because it's now, you know, just a couple years back. Let's go through, you know, so yeah. Now somebody who I don't know, but I'm not expecting them to go back to the Super Bowl. And this is no disrespect to the Eagles, just the way that I feel. Now, what team is gonna wind up or which team's gonna wind up having the hottest season? I don't know. We need for me, around week 6, week 7, really tell me where everybody's positioned at and who's gonna be, you know, making moves and who's gonna get. And then we're going to start telling who's going to be in what spot in their division and their conference and what they win in percentage. And they lose. I'm just going to watch it. But we do have a fight. We got a fight week coming up. And we got Virgil Ortiz and Erickson Lubin, right? How y'all feel about that fight? We got that fight. I think it's coming up this weekend. How y'all feel about that? Now, I'm gonna say this, and I've been listening to everybody cook. A lot of people cook. Now, a lot of more people now are not really feeling Virgil Ortiz. Shit. Yeah, I haven't really followed the rest of the schedule yet to see what's going to go on. But you know, more power to him. You know, every. I know people expecting what's going on, bro? I know people expecting Victor Ortiz to go in there and smash down on Erickson Lubin. It looked like a most likely win, but hey man, you never know, y'all. Lubin might get in there and take it to fucking Virgil. I don't think Virgil's all that good. Definitely don't think he's great. I don't think he's garbage, but I don't think he as good as I once thought he was, you know? But over the years, nah, I'm not really too impressed about Virgil Ortiz. A lot of moves that he made, you know, has been very shaky. You know, despite him having the little problem with his gut area, whatever he had going on with him, you know, but outside of that, I'm not really big on him. So we'll see what happens. Maybe Erickson Lubin would be a easy Vic for him. Alright. And never know. Lubin might pull the upset. I don't know what y'all talking about. Lubin might pull the upset. Lubin might pull the upset. I'm rooting for Lubin. I'll be honest with y'all. I'm rooting for Erickson Lubin, man. Oh, man, just... Lubin hasn't really been able to get it all the way back together ever since jumping in there with Charlo, which a lot of us thought it was too damn soon. And he hasn't really bounced back like that. You know what I mean? But let's see. He's a fighter. He's still got something left in him. Let's see if he got enough in him to win, you know, and, you know, to keep his career moving on. You know, I wish him the best. I like Lubin. He's always going to come to fight, always came to fight, so that's not a problem with him. Just he needs to overcome something, you know, whatever that is. But I think it's going to be a good fight. I think Virgil going to go in there and try to get him out of there. I think Virgil going to go in there and try to wash Erickson Lubin. Hopefully, you know, Virgil Ortiz is not taking Erickson Lubin lightly. You know what I mean? Hopefully he's not. But and then for Lubin's sake, since I'm rooting for Lubin to win, hopefully he is. You know, he take Lubin light and Lubin get in there, surprise his ass. You know what I mean? So if Lubin go in there and stick to his game plan, I think he'd be all right. Now the thing is, his punch resistance. You know, Virgil got a little crack. You got to see. Bruce Gas, what's going on? How you doing? All right. What's going on? The Lieutenant Colonel, triple, 6-time OG. My man Bruce Gas in the building. But I think we're gonna see. I'm not counting Lubin out. I'm not counting him out. I want him to give Virgil Ortiz probably the toughest fight to date, at least one of the toughest fights to date. But I'm not really too impressed with Virgil Ortiz. So we're gonna see what's going to happen this weekend, and that's why I'm liking some of these matchups. Also, still, what's going on, Jay? Still waiting on this Norman and Devin Haney fight, which is probably that's the fight that I want the most. That's the fight that I want to see the most out of the fights that are taking place right now. And outside of that, Fundora and Thurman. But definitely want to see what happens with those fights. But we got Lubin and Virgil Ortiz coming up. So we're going to see what's going on. Will Virgil go in there and apply pressure? Is he going to try to back Lubin up, walking down, and just try to, you know, beat up on him and get him out of there? Now, if he does, Lubin has a nice little pop, you know, then the Virgil ain't strategic correctly. You know, he ain't strategic in the correct way. He can get clipped. He can get hit. It ain't like he real sturdy. I'm not saying that he's a fragile guy, but Virgil Ortiz, I think he's been on his ass bag before. So it's I think the fight is really about who really wants it more. You know what I mean? And that's how I feel with all these fighters. It's really about who wants it more. You know, they can say what they want to say, do what needs to be done, but who wants it more come fight night? Who wants it more? Sometimes it's not about who's better, because we've seen better lose to not better. You know what I mean? But it's all about who won it the most. And we know certain fighters, when they, you know, get to a certain stage, they ain't as hungry. But see, this is where you gotta watch yourself, because you get in there and you going into a fight and you already have full. You know, the person you fighting ain't got nothing on their plate low enough to, or did they get a taste something, you know what I mean? So that can work out bad. So you always gotta and always should have that hunger in you, like you've been starving, you haven't ate and haven't had your first meal of the day yet. I think every fighter should go in there with that mindset, because somebody is getting in that ring not just to get paid, but to best you in the best way they can. They can knock your head off, they're gonna knock your head off. If they could take all your air supply from you, they're gonna do that. Or if they just gonna simply, what's up, Sam? You know, to strategically break you down, chop you up, mix you up and all that. Hey, that's what they're gonna do. And that's what we like to see these fighters do, what we know they can do. So, you know, it should be a good one. It should definitely be a good one. But like I said, you know, this turn up time. It's turn up time, and every time I talk about boxing, no matter who is the subject, I'm going to keep talking about that the bar has been raised, and the pressure for everybody else that keep talking about greatness and this, that, and the other, blah, blah, they better get it cracking. They better get it cracking, and they better get it cracking ASAP. Because if not, we gonna have a lot of guys who we gonna say, man, wish you would have fought this person, that person, this person, that person. Because we can say that about just about everybody now. You know, it's not really too many people, fighters in the sport right now that's actually fighting everybody that they want to fucking fight. You understand what I'm saying? It's still some fights we're not getting. So hopefully we get some fights that we want to see. You know, the exhibition shits, not worrying about neither one of them. Neither one of them. Now, someone's asking me, and they asked me why I wouldn't watch Floyd and Mike Tyson. I said, why would I? Why should I watch Floyd and Mike Tyson? It's Floyd and Mike. I get it, it's Floyd and Mike. But it's Crush. I'm not watching an exhibition. I want to see real boxing. So I'm not up for either one of these fights. And I see people doing what they normally do, downplaying the fights. Well, you know, shitting on a tank exhibition with Paul, but bigging up Mike and Floyd. I shits on both of them because I'm not interested in no goddamn exhibition fighting. Now, you give me a celebrity match where it's two celebrities going at it and boxing is not their profession, then I might watch that. But no, I want to see two real fighters fight for real. I don't want to see two real fighters play fight. The fuck out of here. I don't want to see no play fight. Why do I want to see two boxers who box for real play fight? Nah. Get that money, yes. But I don't want to see that shit. I want to see some real boxing. Is a real boxing match going on? Okay, I might check it out. I might. You know, because I'm not watching every single, you know, boxing match that comes up. You know, some shit I just, like, I'm not going to watch it. And then if I didn't want to watch it at the time, I might go watch the replay. Or I may not watch it at all. Sometimes it's fights that took place and I didn't watch the replay until about 5 or 6 months later down the line. It'd be like that sometimes. I can see tape because that would be as big as payday. Those other two, they have money while I do it. Yeah, the other two got money. You see what I'm saying? But, you know, it always been the shit talk between Mike and Floyd, so there you go. There you have it. You know what I mean? What else you gonna fucking do? Right? What else you gonna fucking do? Now, shout out to Gabby Fundora, which I didn't watch the replay yet. I'll probably watch it after I take my nap, but she went out and handled her business like she normally does. But one thing And it's the only thing I dislike about Gabby. Because Gabby was talking about moving down in weight instead of moving up. Gabby was talking about moving down in weight instead of moving up. Now, I'm giving her more slack. No, I'm giving her more criticism than I would give her brother with him moving up. Yeah, I'd rather see that. Shit, if Floyd wanted to put some money in AB pocket, they could have did that. You know? And you know, people was funny, man. So I was looking at some comments and stuff, right? And somebody came out and said, well, that small girl, the Shields, where they do that at? That's what somebody said to me. And they didn't ask for a response. She could be, because I think she could put on more pounds, but not a lot. She might can go up a weight class, but I really think her brother can't put on too many pounds. For her, you know, shut up. Women, you know, they go up and down in weight, you know, more rapidly than men. You see what I'm saying? So I think if she continues to box and she's staying on lower weight classes, and she's going to wind up starting to get a whole lot of criticism, which she's already getting some now because her making a statement about moving down. And I think it's damn good. I think it's pretty damn good. Shut up. I think she's pretty damn good. But we got to see. With women, I think after boxing, they don't want to be fat if they gain too much weight. Yeah, cutting the hell up. Yeah, because you figure if they, you know, after they stop, you know, working that body like that and all that, yeah, they going to pick up some fucking weight. You see what I'm saying? And she probably didn't box or train for a year. She'll probably pick up some pounds. You know what I mean? She'll probably pick up some pounds. You know, and I know that's a little more like them fellas, because they say more pushing for the pushing. You see what I'm saying? You know, because, you know, a lot of men are not a fan of, you know what they say about them thin, them slimmies? You know what they say about them slim girls, them girls? Man, they all for JJ. Mike Rim, that's something in the building. You know what they say about them skinny girls, them flockers? You know what I'm saying? That's all coochie. So some guys might be like, oh, let us stay thin. It's all coochie to me. What the hell you talking about? And I don't think a skinny girl is got more of a JJ than a thicker girl. What the hell he talking about? Oh, well, you know, not a much fat. Hey, but JJ's of a JJ, goddamn it. But JJ's of a JJ, what are you talking about? That's why I couldn't understand that. Oh, man, boy, skinny girls is all pussy. So was the other ones. You know, you ain't got too much, you know, all that JJ. If they got all this shit up in there, they gotta be JJ, no matter how thick or skinny that they is. All they got, all the things that's supposed to be up in there. That's all that matter. Yeah, they do. What women look at things totally different from us. You see what I'm saying? I mean, I noticed some women guys are really simple. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we really are. We ain't with all this. You gotta have this, you gotta have that. do this, you gotta do that. First of all, bitch, I just want bitch. No man don't like loudmouth bitches. But men do not like loudmouth women. It's a difference. You got niggas. Which one are you? Because a lot of y'all always call yourselves niggas. I'm like, let's talk about what's factor doom, not fat to us. Yeah. What's fat to do? Right, exactly. Hey, a lot of these dudes out here in competition too, because man, it's sickening. The dudes is out competition too. And I'm saying ass all up in their motherfucking feelings about goddamn females. You know what I'm saying? And I'm talking about females that they not even in a relationship with. Maybe a female that, they had a touch of that jazz, back in the past, or whatever the case may be. Yeah, I know what you meant, talk about it. But shit, the dudes is just as freak. Why? New generation. Yeah. Fruit cakes, carrot cakes, nut cake. You know what I'm saying? Seriously, man, it's sad. And I never seen so many men want the same exactly what this is. I grew up at. Even around here at all in all these years, but they come around for the past couple years. So mostly everybody originally from around 6 men, right? Hang out on the corner. It's impossible for all those 6 men, same as that woman that you're talking to here, they all on my friend top. Motherfuckers trying to get you, trying to give you, trying to get from you. I said, you don't never let that shit blow up your fucking head. I mean, because that's because you don't see the men trying to come at. That's because you don't see the men trying to come at everybody else. Don't think that you're the only one that they try to come at. Because at the end of the day, when it comes to some ass, motherfucker don't give a damn about what a woman is doing. He really don't. He don't give a fuck if she got going on with herself. As long as she look clean enough, is clean enough, he gonna want that ass. And then he'll stick around, and play with it more, depending on how the chick act. Now she start being a beggar Sue and this, that, and the other, he might stay. He might get away, or he might stay and play. So, she said one of the guys had said something to her and was like, well, exactly. And that's what these broads don't understand. They always on a hunt. So, and I'm going to keep it real with y'all, right? I'm going to keep it real with y'all, goddammit. Now, my friend, she ain't the best looking thing. She's not. You know what I mean? She ain't the hottest thing that walked through this motherfucker. I'm going to just say that. She ain't the hottest thing. You know what I mean? As far as the looks and everything. Looks ain't bad, but it's not hard to find somebody that's more attractive. It's not. Right? But the thing about her, she's about something. You know what I'm saying? She's about something. She goes to work. She owns a business. She's in school. So now, how men are hunters. So that shit. Oh, we finally run across a chick that got paper. They still gonna want you to spend your paper, but it's not about that part. But hear me out. So that's just a plus. Cause then, our whole thing is, man, shit, if I put on her enough, she might look, cause don't the woman make sure they try to do whatever we want them to do or what they want to do at the best of their ability so we can be their damn sponsor, right? Okay then. Same thing go for us men. We all got a reason besides we want to, knock that head, the la la land. What's up? My brother BBO in the build, the STN on the win. We in this joint. You know what I mean? So BBO said, that's why I keep 40. Hey, BBO, you ain't even gotta have cash, home. That's all you gotta do is have a perk. That's all you gotta have is an A for weed or anywhere between a perk 10 and a perk 30, homie. That's all you really need for a lot of these motherfuckers out here. 60, 60, man, shit. She might bring a friend for 60, BBO. She might bring your friend. But listen, so, so, of course she's feeling high on herself because everybody at the corner, is trying to get at her. You see what I'm saying? And then, as far as the females around here, I'm be honest with y'all. Y'all know I'm an honest dude. Ain't no work around me, meaning it ain't no competition like that. You know what I mean? You gotta look at it. So I told her, I said, listen, you think that you're the only one that's walking through here? You got a career going on, you got a stable job, you set. I said, don't think that you're the only woman, the only female that's doing that. I said, you gotta understand how hunters move. I said, now, you thinking that, everybody's on you and they ain't checking out everybody else. But here's the thing, because I'm a man, we all men. And we know how men move. Now, the guy said, well, because you're very attractive and you got something going on with yourself. That's why nobody don't want none of these broads around here. Well, really ain't no females around here, and the few that's around here, they not doing what she's doing. But there's women who lives around here, or women who travel through here every day to either go to the store or go back and forth to work. Now, dig what I'm saying? Pete, listen to me, all right? Now, when attractive female go back and forth, passing and stuff like that, a lot of times, them same exact dudes, everybody that want to get on old girl, they don't never try to say anything to the rest of them. Hear me out. They don't never try to say anything to the other woman that look good in you, right? Her, just as attractive, even more attractive, and got things going on. Own house, own car, don't need a man to take care of them. Then a lot of the other women that walk by, you don't even know if they got a man because they never seen them with a man. But I sit there, and just watch. And I'm like, let me see if these motherfuckers gonna try to come at any of these other attractive females going by. They don't. They speak to them. Oh, how you doing? How you doing? That's it. They don't ever say, okay, talk to you for a minute. Can I do this and that? And the reason why they not considered convenient, because what's the easiest fucking chick to get? A hood chick, right? So even though she's my friend is a young woman who's doing positive things, but she was always a hood chick that's transitioning. Now, when they see all these other females walking by, those other females don't give them the vibe that they hood chicks. You know what I'm saying? Because a real man, he ain't gonna be, man, are you up there being stagnated and wanting something that somebody else have? You can have that same type of chick. It might just not be her. So I told her, I said, listen, the reason why they come, I said, for 3 reasons. I said, for one, you convenient. 2, a lot of them are already familiar with you, no matter if you did anything with them or not. But one thing us about, man, how we know that a woman, we got a chance with a female, no matter how fast or how fast or slow the progress might take. Once they start conversating with us, we know we got a chance. Is that right, fellas? Once some females start conversating with us, we're gonna know that, then, you know what, man, somewhat slide in some other words, I probably can get it. Because we already know we don't have a fucking chance with the ones who don't give us the time of day. You understand what I'm saying? The ones that, you can speak to them all night. Hey, how you doing? And that's all she say is hi. And she keep it the fuck moving. No eye-to-eye contact. She just, yeah, have a nice day, keeping it moving. We gonna be like, damn. Yeah, I ain't gonna say nothing to her. Cause she do speak back, but she don't slow down. She don't slow up her pace. She ain't looking eye to eye, or you want to say hi back. Then that's the last time I'm gonna see her staring at me. You get what I'm saying? So it'd be a lot because they go for what's convenient. That meaning what? What's the other word? Sweet. You know I can always look at something.
I got a sweater for her.
All right. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying? So I said, don't ever think that it's just about them what they get, whatever it is they want to get from you. Because listen, they gonna go with what's fucking convenient. Then if you always smiling, you chop it up with them, this, that, and that, they gonna think they got a shot. And this the worst part. They be scared to come at them. They'll just talk to them. Just speak to them, right? But they never try to conversate with them. And that's because they know those women is not fucking convenient. They know the woman is not convenient. Then, if they already got a little with me before, so, they like, I used to do her, and yeah, I messed with her, some years for convenience. They don't give them time of day, they don't holler at them. I'm going to give y'all, it's one female, that been around here because she don't give these motherfuckers the time. You know what I'm saying? Hey, even hoes got pics, okay? Even hoes got pics. Understand hoes got pics too, motherfuckers. Had to play forehand. But see, you fucking it out all of a sudden. I want to fuck her up. We not that. But these motherfuckers be cowards, man. They don't really be knowing how to holler at fucking women. That's why they wait to see if somebody else got, because they ain't got the heart, the pizzazz, and none of that shit. So why would you think, if you already think that you ain't got what it takes to holler at it, then what's not what it takes to holler at it, then what makes you think she gonna give you a plate? She gave me a plate. Nigga, you ain't got what I got. You get your joints, but yeah, y'all niggas doing too much. We chasing the same fine chicks in the hood. There's a whole nother part of the city. I'm chasing that shit. Okay, so while all y'all chasing her up there, chasing all them down 20 years, y'all chase whole joint. Watch what I bring through this bitch. Down here. Somebody else got to move, man. Yeah, I'm back, y'all. Mr. Calm, Cool, and Collected. Mr. Calm, Cool, Collected in the building. I'm just dropping some gems. I talked about the situation with Ghostface killing his son. With that, just to touch you up on that. So, Ghostface killer, one of his children, a son. He's a rap artist. Go by the name of Infinite Coles. He's actually using his government name, and he came out with a couple diss tracks, talking about his father, and what I was saying, Tommy Hill, that our people shouldn't be doing that to one another. That now you airing out your personal business to the music industry and to the world. I think some things should be done differently, but we want to see what's going on with that. It's a sad situation. Don't know if Ghostface respond or how he's going to respond. But I was talking about that earlier. But now to talk about a little bit of everything. Erickson Lubin and Virgil T's coming up. I was talking about that. And I'm rooting for Lubin. Even if he loses, I am rooting for Erickson Lubin. Hopefully he pulls up an upset on Virgil Ortiz. But then I was just talking about how, a lot of men like to chase or want the same exact woman that another man has. And, that's some shaky shit to me. I don't want your fucking woman. I may, trying to play peekaboo, sit back in the cut, like a wound, or, be camouflaged like a sniper and waiting to see if you fuck up so then I can get to play next with her. I ain't doing none of that. I'm gonna get my own. There's no way that every man that you know, all your homies, y'all like the same exact chick. Get the fuck out of here, man. I just think it's some weird energy-ish, and I don't like it. There's no way possible. Oh, we all like her. Y'all don't like nobody else? Why y'all all like her? Oh, because she pretty. It's a lot of pretty shit that walk through here. Why y'all just want her? Because y'all feel as though y'all got a chance because I'm with it. Stop the bullshit. What is wrong with so-called men, yo? What is wrong with so-called men? I ain't doing it, homie. I ain't doing it. And like I said before, the females, some of them be going, they be thinking, oh shit, they want me because it ain't just about your looks, you're convenient. Because, see, niggas, y'all know I don't like using that word, but I gotta use the word this morning, damn it. Y'all know niggas is gonna make nigga moves. Niggas ain't gonna make men moves. Niggas ain't approaching women. Niggas is gonna do what? Approach what, y'all? Hood rats, hood bitches, hood chicks, hoes. Because no woman ain't got no time for no nigga. A woman ain't got no time for no nigga. A man ain't got no time for no nigga rat. That's just the way that it is. And I was just trying to tell my friend, besides, the good things about you, the real reason why they try to get at you, because they know they know people that dealt with you before. They know the person you dealing with now. They didn't have, you conversate with them. You had conversations. Boom, boom, boom. The other ones, them women put fear into them because them women don't give these motherfuckers the time of the day. Just say, hello. How you doing? I'm okay. Have a nice day, to keep it moving. Or some of them don't even speak back to these motherfuckers at all. And that's what I had to tell my friend. I said, you gotta peep game. Don't think it's about whatever the good qualities that it is. Because you just simply being convenient, that's the main thing. Motherfucker think you sweet. That don't mean that you're going to give it up fast, but they feel as though I got a better chance with her than if I try to, All because, he a hood nigga. I ain't no hood nigga. Who the fuck told you to call me a nigga? I ain't no nigga. Blue in the building. I ain't never told you motherfuckers I was a nigga, so what are you talking about? Well, the white man said you a nigga. Yeah. Well, listen to this brown man tell you that I ain't. I think you should respect what the fuck I tell you more so than some white man. You understand what I'm saying? I think you better respect what the fuck I said. Take what that I am over them what the fuck somebody else is saying what the fuck they think I am. What? The fuck I'ma listen to Thomas about who the hell prize fighter is? Huh? Prize fighter told me who he was, but I'm supposed to listen to Tommy? Prize told me what he was. Oh, Prize is lying, but Tommy telling the truth about who fucking Prize is, but Prize ain't telling the fucking truth about who he is. It don't make sense. Man, y'all don't get up on out here with this nonsense. Y'all get up out here with nonsense. You can go with that. You choose to be a nigga. You love that name. I ain't no nigga. You like being called that. You got the goddamn chains and shackles around your brain. And then gonna try to make it seem like turn it into a good thing. Negro, please. But if men are gonna move like men, niggas is gonna move like niggas. You understand what I'm saying? Responsible people are gonna take care of responsibilities. Business people is going to handle business. Do nothing people ain't gonna do nothing but sit on their ass and talk about everybody else that's doing the same shit as them or that's doing more than them. Where do you fall in that? D3 in the building. Where do you fall in that? You don't let nobody tell you who you are. But a lot of y'all can't get away from it, and a lot of y'all afraid to get away from it. And I'm gonna respect you for that. But don't include me in being the same as you. Now, if you want to be that nigga, I still ain't gonna call you my nigga. But that don't mean I'm a nigga like you. I ain't no nigga. I ain't never been a nigga. And I don't want to be no nigga. So I ain't your nigga. I'm your mans. I'm your boy. I ain't your nigga. Okay? I ain't gonna be selective about who I'm a nigga for. I ain't no nigga for nobody. Ain't no selectiveness in that. Oh, but a white man can call us nigga. They can't call us nigga. Boy, black man, get the hell out of here with that. What's wrong with y'all? Your parents should have raised you better. Should have raised you better. God damn it. But you gotta tighten up out there, people. That's all what I'm saying. Tighten up out there. Tighten up. It ain't gonna hurt to tighten up a little bit. Come on, Zoe. Well, move out my damn way. Yeah, well, Bigfoot coming through. I'm gonna step on your ass. You get in my way, I'm stepping on your ass. Even if you bigger than me. You see me coming, move the fuck out the way. I'm stepping on you. And don't be a person with big ass feet. That means your corns is gonna hurt even more when I step on them. Move out the way. Why you got your big feet in the pad? What, you trying to trip me? Okay, well, I'm gonna step on your shit. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna step on your shit. And matter of fact, I know before we get up out of here, it's gonna be the last part of this morning's show. Using the word step up. A lot of your favorite fighters need to be doing some stepping up and stepping down and walking all over shit. Now, people on different sides of it. Some people are optimistic. Some people actually think it's going to happen, and some people actually think it's not going to happen. You know what, y'all? You know what? And I think a few of y'all can remember me saying this. I said not too long ago, within the past 2 years, that a lot of these fighters' careers is already over, and their career ain't even over yet. I'm gonna say it again. I said a lot of these fighters' careers is already over. Their career ain't even over with yet. To be honest with you, a lot of them, their career hasn't really did too much. I mean, you got a record sheet of what they did, but they ain't really did nothing. We got guys out here that's still searching for more than a $5 million payday. We got guys out here that's trying to get in, the double digits of the millions. Shit, you got fighters out here ain't even making $250,000 yet. And also with that, there's a lot of fights that are not getting made. There's a lot of fights that hasn't happened. And then there's a lot of fights that ain't gonna happen. That's the beautiful sport, boxing. That's what it gives us. the box of boxing chocolates is not going to be sweet all the damn time. But as a boxing fan, not a fan of the fighters, I can live with that. I can live with that. Before, person, myself, and other people who's been watching the sport just as long as me, even longer than me, they feel the same way too. So, hey, they got to step it up. The next era got to step it up, okay? It's time to step up. Who's next? Who's next? Whatever your favorite weight class is, if you got a favorite fighter down there, if he ain't doing nothing, tell him to get to stepping on shit. I'm tired of hearing the talking. Enough dialogues going on. Now I want to see some action taken. So for all my accolade lovers out there, you not love y'all, man. But I'm always going to be in favor for y'all to get what y'all want. Title, no title, accolade, a motherfucker fight for us. Two people coming to rumble, it don't matter what they fighting for. All they coming to rumble. Somebody's coming to kick ass and not get their ass kicked is enough motivation from a fighter for me. That's all that matters. Whatever props come with it, yeah, cool. I got it. Just give me the fight. That's it. But it's time for this next era because, like I said, a lot of these fighters' careers is over before they actually careers over. What I mean by that, they're never going to get the money that they've been trying to make. You hear me? They're not going to make the money and haven't been making the money that they've been trying to make. And some of them been boxing so damn long and long enough that most likely they ain't going to never get that payday like that. It happens. And one of your favorite fighters or, fighter that's good or whatever is going to be a casualty of that. It's going to be a casualty of that. And I know D. Free knows exactly what I'm talking about. Because we done spoke on it 1,000 times about a lot of these fighters' careers being over before their career is actually over. Meaning they ain't going to make not that big money, but they just ain't going to make big money, period. Look at T.O., still searching. When is he going to get the payday that he wants? He don't really want the payday because he don't really want to take the ass whipping. I'm going to say it again. Teofimo Lopez really don't want that payday because he really don't want to take the ass whipping. Because he know the most possible way, for him to get that type of good money is against guys he know that most likely just going to whoop his ass. Okay? That's what it is with T.O. And I'm glad he ain't get no paper with all the racist shit he been talking. He don't need to get no paper. His career is already over before his career is over. Y'all get me? I know y'all been following, but y'all get what I'm saying? I just had to put an example out there. You know what I mean? Blue is a few of these guys ain't gonna get this paper. And then he got a nerve to keep on turning down shit. That's how I know this dude is full of shit and boxing would be better without Teofimo Lopez. Because Teofimo Lopez, in all honesty, y'all, has been the most bullshittingest dude out of everybody that has bullshitted. I'm being honest. I don't care a fighter that you dislike is more for or not. But when we really put all, them certain dudes together, this dude, seriously. And he still don't get the criticism that he needs to get. But we chew these brothers up. We'll chew these brothers up all freaking day. We'll chew Tank up. We'll chew up Shakur. We'll chew up Dev. We'll chew up Bud. We'll chew up EJ. Why do y'all do that shit? But y'all giving these other jackasses passes. Y'all giving all these other jackasses passes, man. T.O. is the most bullshittingest dudes out of those 4 kings in the honorable mention. And then some of y'all acting like T.O. did a whole lot. I'm tired of y'all thinking 2 to 4 or 5 names is a fucking lot. That ain't shit. What we talking about? We got guys that got just as many champions than motherfuckers got bouts. What are we talking about? His career is already over before it's over. Every time you turn around, he say he want this big money. Oh, we'll give it to you. Oh, no. Then he'll do the bullshit. Then he'll push the reset button again. Reset. Do the same thing again. I don't know what the hell he called himself doing. Because he don't deserve none of that shit. Well, he was lineal. I don't give a damn. Accolades is not going to determine your pay wage, man. Accolades is not going to determine, or do they determine your pay wage like that? This dude don't want to fight no fucking body. He just want to be heard and be seen. But he really don't want to get in the ring with anybody. And, you know, for boxing's sake, hope he stay at making $2-3 million motherfucking dollars a fight. And he ain't gonna fight Shakur. We're not gonna get that fight because of his ass. Not Shakur. If that fight don't happen, it's because of his ass, not Shakur. Interesting match that's coming up. So we got Kid Schofield fighting JoJo Diaz. Talk to me, people. Schofield Jr. going against this motherfucker here. JoJo Diaz. I'm gonna ask y'all a question. Is JoJo Diaz good for Schofield resume, or is just a fill-in? I'm asking again, I want y'all to answer me. Is JoJo Diaz good for Schofield's resume, or is just a filler? Huh? Come on, somebody help me out this morning. Talk to me. Talk to me. Is JoJo Diaz good for Kid Austin's resume, or he's just a filler? All right. He ain't. He just a filler. D3, I knew you was going to answer. No, he's just a filler. Now, boxing fans, where's the outrage for this match? Oh, a lot of y'all like this matchup. D3 already told me you don't like this matchup. Already most likely knew D3 wasn't going to like this matchup. You know? Who else? Y'all like this matchup? No? Yes? Should have got in the ring with somebody else. JoJo Diaz, why is his ass still around? Oh, he's a journeyman. I forgot. He's a filler, right, Blue? And I think Kid Schofield should stop JoJo Diaz. He should stop him. this fight, I don't see why anybody would think anything else. What? What? Teach? Why you say wait? I didn't ask you if you liked their last fight. JoJo Diaz ain't shit. But we're talking about, is he good for kids off the resume? D Free said no, he's just a filler. Okay. I think he could have had a better test. And I'm not coming at you, Teach. I think he should have had a better test. I mean, after teasing us and pulling out the fucking Shakur fight, and then you turn around and you fighting JoJo Diaz. Know what I mean? Yeah, so he's just a filler. But I do like that. Y'all think T said he's a test for Schofield. Now, veteranship wise, yes. Veteranship wise, yes. Now, can JoJo Diaz give Schofield something he can learn from? Maybe he can. It depends on what Schofield takes out of this fight, but I got Schofield beating him. I got Schofield beating him. But they got to do something with 135, man. It's too much that's not happening down at 135. And 135 needs to go under some maintenance work. It does. Okay? Dev gone. Right? And for the accolade lovers out there, they ain't trying to wait another goddamn couple years to get another undisputed champion at 135. This is for the accolade lovers. And fuck it. Still a boxing match to me. But for the accolade lovers. You know what I mean? So, like I said the other day, 135 is really the next generation. You know what I mean? And, you know, Tank and Shakur need to fucking get that shit on. Because if y'all ask me, who's at 135 you want to see Shakur fight, Crush? Who's at 135 that you want to see Tank fight, Crush? The only fucking fight. I don't want to see Tank fight nobody else at 135. Because it's not none of the other guys we wanted to see him fight. So fuck it. I'm being honest. I don't want to see Shakur. Same thing with Shakur. I feel the same way. Them motherfuckers need to fight each other. And somebody need to move on. Because right now, 135 is being held up. Like I said, the clock is ticking. These fighters don't have as much time as they think. They've been wasting too much time. Too much time has been lost on nothing. On a bunch of back and forth, wars on the internet, talking about each other, blah, blah, blah. And then all that shit goes down and no fight. Do all this hype man stuff and no fight. These back in the day when them motherfuckers was, you know, pulling up on their opponents and, you know, they going back and forth, a rumble wind up happening in the damn ring. Shit, sometimes a rumble happen outside the ring. Shit, let alone before the fight in the ring. Shit was happening outside the ring. You know? Get to it, man. They got to get to it, and they got to get to it fast. There ain't much time. They still young. It ain't that much time left. That's why they should be getting busy. Because you supposed to be at the slow down part at the end of your career, not the fucking beginning. You supposed to become more preserved at the end of your career, not at the damn beginning. Y'all keep on, oh, man, they got time. No, the hell they don't. They're young. The fuck we want to watch. Listen, watch 2, 3, 4 young guys for years, right? Same age and all, young. Well, we don't want to see them fight each other when they're 23, 24, 25, 21, 22, 19. We don't want to see that. Or we want to wait until they get their 30s. No, the fuck I don't. No, the hell I don't. Huh? What they say, enjoy it while you young. Because you ain't gonna be young forever, goddammit. What's the saying, age? Don't play around with your age. You know, have your fun. And, you know, start prepping yourself while you young. And y'all fine with that. But y'all the same ones that's crying about it took too long for Manny and Pacquiao, but then y'all turn around and say, oh, we could wait for that fight. Y'all hypocrites, man. Y'all messing up the algorithm. Y'all messing up the boxing move control. Shit. We didn't had trilogies. Over the years, they didn't necessarily have to, we had rematches, trilogies over the years. They necessarily all didn't happen back to back. But we had some damn fights when they might have fought in 1998 and they ain't rematch until 2006 or something. And it can be done like that. They can get it on now, and they can get it on later. Y'all talking about waiting till later. Waiting till later, and while we waiting, we getting a whole bunch of fucking fights that we really don't want because we want to wait until later. I just don't want to see who the best out of these guys when they get older. I want to see who the best out of these dudes when they're young too. I want to see them get it on right now and then a couple years later run it back again. So we can see which one made improvement over the years. Who actually got better. Okay, that first rematch took place a couple years ago. Now we get it again. They done went through stuff. One had a winning streak, or they both had a winning streak, or they had, you know, a half-ass streak, but now we get it. Because now we see them again when they older. Not see them for the first time fighting each other and they damn near 30 years old. But we skip from 19 to motherfucking what? It's not good for boxing. I'm messing up the sport. Definitely messing up the sport. Look at it. Some years went by, we still ain't got fights yet out of these young motherfuckers. They young. What are you waiting for? What are we waiting for? Oh, well, you know, man, we should wait because they both good. Let them go this way, let them go that way, and we gonna see how they career pan out, because that'll make the money build the fuck up. Motherfucking both of them hot now. That's enough of a motherfucker. That's hot enough for me. Because there ain't no guarantee that they both gonna be hot later. There's no guarantee that they gonna be hot later. One might cool all the way the fuck off. You know what I mean? Then, here we go. Now we get this fight. Finally get this fight between two dudes. One of them look like shit. At one time he looked good as a motherfucker, but now he look like shit. The other one's still been, but we getting this fight. Hooray, no. Why I want to see this shit now? This dude done went on a downfall. He fell down like dominoes. This one kept it straight, but now I want to see this shit now. No, I want to see these guys in the ring with each other equally at their fucking best. At their best, at their very best. Seriously. So you gotta make up your mind. Which side are you on? Wait. Virgil T said, man, I'll fight Bruce Ennis in 5 years. What the fuck? But then y'all just want to sweep that up under the rug and then protect Virgil T's like that shit was cool. Then try to turn around, well, you know, Bruce wound up dumb. Get the fuck out of here. 5 years? Nigga, we in our mid-20s. You want to fight with me in our late 30s? What? I want to fight you while I'm 25, but I got to fight you when I'm 30. Your ass might not be around. I might not be around. Because I damn sure is not big on finally seeing two people fight each other that we really wanted to see fight for years when they both ain't at their best. You know what I'm saying? Fuck is we talking about? I'm just saying, man. Just saying. Nobody wants to see that. Now. We've been waiting long enough. We've been waiting long enough and still ain't got shit. But y'all still talking about wait. No, ain't no wait. Man, I want him now. You know what it is? No. We hot enough now. And then if we do it now and the shit was like that, then people gonna want to see it later again. And please, 130, strip Lamont Roach. He playing around. This nigga going up to 140. Stop playing around. Stripping. Too many belts. Too many belts. Too many belts. Motherfucker holding up a goddamn sanctioning body. I hate when fighters do that. Do something with it or let it go. Because if old boy was really the fuck like that, he'd take his ass back down to 130 and be able to get whatever the fuck he motherfucking demand. Ask yourself, he think he that star? He think he became a star? He think he became more of a star than the rest of them that started getting notoriety at the tank? That's what he thinks. Lamont Roach feel as though, well, you know, they lost to him. I fought to a draw. People thought I beat him. You see how that worked out. Them dudes actually got stopped by this man and they became motherfucking goddamn stars. But your little ass feel real blue and you feel hurt. Because you thought, oh, well, you know, I fought Tank better than anybody. Because we fought to a draw. Tank didn't beat me. Man, I should get this. Yeah, well, it don't happen like that, brother. See? Get your own swag. See, what may work out for you may not work out for the next person. What may play out for one person may not play out for you. So now that you have it, because he's sitting out here be trying to become a damn star, He's straining his damn balls to become a damn star. Is it working for him? Oh, he might become a star now. He fighting Pit Poodle. Man. Well, that's a question. Hey, here's a question. So, if Lamont Roach beats Pitbull Cruz, does his stock raise? Because his stock didn't rise. His stock hasn't really risen since the draw with Tank. It hasn't. Tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying. Or tell me that I'm wrong. Why not? People keep thinking Pitbull is shitty. Just a little short, stocky, big head, big neck dude that throw a bunch of fucking haymakers. That's it. That's it. Dude, not multi-diverse and none of that shit. He's not multi-dimensional or none of that shit. Shit. Y'all talking about Rolly ain't got no skills. I don't think Pitbull skills is any more better than fucking Rolly's. The only thing that make it seem like it's better because Rolly's fucking simple and he had a retarded ass trainer. Smash the like button. What are we talking about? So then Lamont Roach fights Pit Poodle. He beats Pit Poodle. Oh, so what is going to be the toss? Oh, Lamont beat motherfucking Tank. Lamont beat Pit Poodle better than Tank. And that'll be a bullshit ass comparison. How can a man beat somebody better than somebody else? That man had to use 2 hands. The other man used 1. Make it make sense. That's what y'all gonna say? Hey, man, shit, man. Roach really can't fuck with Tank. Look. Roach beat Pit Poodle. He ain't have as much of a hard time with Pit Poodle than Tank. I like that, Tommy. But I'm gonna say this. He need to run it back. But like I said, if Tank give me a fight or two that we want, I don't give a fuck about that rematch. Even though I want him to rematch him, I do want to focus Tank to rematch him so he can shut y'all motherfuckers up. Yeah, but see, here's the thing, right, Tommy? And I agree with all that. But here's the thing. Now, in all fairness, Pitbull power has not, it went somewhere. What he had got? 1 stoppage at 140? 1. He got 1 stoppage at 140. So, he can clearly go in there and outbox, he could definitely outbox Pit Poodle. He could definitely outbox him. He ain't hard to outbox. As long as you don't let his pressure get to you, and then you can take his power, or you can loot his power, you're beating. Because he can't outbox a damn soul. The only way Pitbull outboxes somebody is somebody who simply can't fucking box, or they scared. Yeah. Now, Lamont Roach, told the world, Tank really a little dude. I'm a big dude. All right, so you're a big dude. You shouldn't have been staying your ass at 130, punk. I'm really a big dude. You shouldn't have been at 130 as long, and his ass would have still been at 130 if somebody else would have been that 4 option instead of him. Because trust me, he could have made some more calls and got to some fucking body. We wound up getting to somebody any damn way, right? We wound up getting to somebody anyways, right? We wound up getting a guy that most people downplayed and didn't even know about this dude. But I'm going to say this about Lamont Roach. He ain't fooling me. Lamont Roach ain't fooling me. I ain't saying he fooling y'all, but he fooled some damn people. Because, remember, he was at 35. Then he went back down to 30. Then, he would have stayed his ass at 30 if Tank didn't call him. So, the fight with him and Tank happens, comes to a draw, want to see the rematch. Motherfucking his father already knew Tank had that business with goddamn Jake Paul. Right. They out here acting like they didn't know. They knew. I don't know why y'all fell for that bullshit anyway. What's up, Pop? They knew. That fight was already fucking made before the first bell rung. Bing. You already knew. And you already knew he didn't own no damn rematch clause, so I don't know why he was out here fronting like he had rights. And y'all falling for it. And all I'm saying, I want to rematch him at his best so we can beat him. But if he don't rematch him, give me Shakur, because like I said, it ain't no other fight I want to see Tank fight at 135. I really want Shakur and Tank over that fucking rematch because I've been wanting Shakur and Tank. So the Lamont motherfucking rematch do not trump what I want most. Smoke in the building. What's up, bro? That's not trumping that. Because the most intriguing thing in the question I want answered is who the best out of motherfucking goddamn Shakur and Tank. Not if Tank can really beat Lamont or Lamont can really beat fucking Tank. I'm keeping it real with you. Exactly, Pop. So, I ain't trying to hear that. I ain't gonna make Roach no more than what he is, and I damn sure ain't gonna make him any less than what he is. Because he's only who he is right now because of Tank Davis. Let's not forget that part, ladies and gentlemen. Huh? Because 3 other people they tried to make a fight with, and it didn't happen. So you blame those other 3 people. Y'all know who the other 3 names is. I ain't going all the way. Y'all know what it is? It is what it is. It is what it is. And then y'all still criticize this man because motherfuckers turned him down. How y'all gonna get mad at a person that turned down an opportunity to fight this man? Punk ass Loma. The Shakur shit. And who was the other motherfucker? Valenzuela, whoever. And then he went to him. Yeah. But I want them other fights that he should have gave us first. That rematch don't mean that much to me. Ain't no fucking, I want rematch of Lamont Rose, Trump, Tank, and Shakur. All the other guys that we want to see Tank fight, that shit don't trump that. Not at all. You understand what I'm saying? Not at all. And what's all this shit with AJ trying to come back with a new style? Now he want to come back in the southpaw stance. What the hell is going on with that? No, and I don't think AJ can become champion again. Okay? No, I don't. I don't think it at all. Not at all. Got about another 4 minutes and I'm gonna get up on out of here. Well, you know, Tommy Hill, Mr. Calm, Cool, and Collective, we know in today's era, we're not going to get all of them. We're not going to get all of them, Tommy. See, this is what we want to see Tank fight in a perfect world. But I don't have Keyshawn on in that mix. I'm not putting Keyshawn there with T.O., Dev, and Shakur. His little punk ass just got here. Nope. He need to be worrying about them dudes in his era. Keyshawn need to be worrying about. Keyshawn ain't a part of Tanking them era. Well, at least not their class. He's behind them. He in there. He moving away from Abdul on them. That's his dudes. He's supposed to be getting in the ring with. Because Keyshawn hasn't proven a damn thing to me. He has not had a matchup yet that says, oh man, he deserves to fight those dudes. He hasn't. He got a belts. I got belts. He hasn't. What fucking fight did he have against a valuable opponent to say, man, need to step his level of opponents up, and he just hop, skip, and jump a whole motherfucking fleet of fighters and get in the midst with Shakur, Dev, and them? No. No. And it's y'all fault. Y'all started this nonsense with Keyshawn Davis. Y'all started this shit. Yeah, Tommy. But who the fuck is Keyshawn? Keyshawn Davis ain't beat no thrillers or no damn killers. He did not. That easy bake of an ass fucking resume he got. Get to skip a whole motherfucking goddamn and get up there with the big dogs. Get the fuck out of here. Nope. Damn, I'm using YouTube, so it's hard for me to try to drop the link from right here, Tommy. Let me see. No, this is start a pool. Yeah, I'm straight using the YouTube studio. I would have to set it up from the beginning. Yeah. Like, no. Cause like I said, and I'ma still say, if Keyshawn was to get in there with any of them dudes, he ain't beating none of them dudes. He can probably beat T.O., he ain't beating Dev, he ain't beating Shakur, he ain't beating fucking Tank. Who the fuck did he beat to make y'all think he could beat either of those three? No damn body. Who the hell did Keyshawn Davis beat that y'all think that he got a chance of beating Tank, Dev, or Shakur? Because if he was to fight all three of these dudes, he'd get washed. He would not be competitive as competitive as y'all think. Not between neither three. Not for Dev, not for Tank, not for Shakur. No way. No way. Man ain't been through a real test yet. Y'all think he on the level. Man, get up on out of here. This motherfucker running around dodging Tito Mercado and this person, that person, but y'all talking about, oh, put him in the ring, or he'll beat Tank ass, but he ducking motherfuckers. No, I like it, Tommy. I like it. You ain't got to do nothing to it. I like to see a different color background. But this is outrageous, and I could never understand that. That's why I'm like, man, he's a prospect with a fucking belt. Oh, he was so damn good that he got advanced to a damn belt, getting a belt within 10 fights. No. Because if you really thought that he was that so advanced in fucking skill, you would have put him there with a skill guy before you put him in with a champion. Or you would have just thrown him in there with a champion from the rip. Huh? From the rip. If he really thought that he was that damn good. Well, I tell you what, I know one person who didn't think Keyshawn Davis was that good is Bob Arum. Well, you know, Bob got him a belt. Yeah. But look what he got it against. We know Bob thought Loma was the motherfucking shit. Loma got a motherfucking shot at a motherfucking title. What, his second fucking fight? Oh, and they both came out the damn Olympics. So y'all want to go ahead and add that in there too? Go ahead, I already did it. I feel you, Tommy. I feel you. But I'm gonna tell y'all something like this, and I'm gonna get up on our head. A lot of these dudes, their career path has already been cemented for them. Exactly, Tommy. Who has Shakur Fort saying he's better than Keyshawn in the pros? What you mean, Hattie? I don't listen. I don't think Keyshawn is on their level, is what I'm saying. But people think Keyshawn is on that level that he can get in the ring with Tank, Dev, and all those dudes. I don't think so. But Shakur has beaten way better opposition than some damn Keyshawn Davis. Keyshawn Davis ain't fought shit. Keyshawn Davis ain't fought no damn body. What's the reason why I should think he is on a level? He just came in the fucking sport. He ain't, what? Why, because he was in the fucking Olympics? What makes you think he is on a level? Because there's nothing about his skill set or the level of opposition to show me he's on a level. I mean, shit. They resumes ain't like that, but they resumes is way better than some fucking Keyshawn's. Keyshawn ain't even put enough work in. God, he would have had 13 fixies. Man had 13 fixies. So you basing off these 13 fixies that he's fucking beaten, that he's on a level. What? I'm saying it about all three of them. I ain't just saying Core, I said Deb 2 and Tank. And now let me say this, Hattie. Now, I see what you're saying, but I'm looking at that from another standpoint. Now, what might be more of a competitive fight for Shakur because Keyshawn's been up under him and he's learning from him. So you think Keyshawn would beat everybody that Shakur fought? I mean, his resume don't have too much weight on it either, but it's way better. It's better than fucking goddamn Keyshawn's. I don't know, but for sure, Keyshawn Davis beats a Conceição. Now, I got him beating JoJo Diaz. I mean, Oscar Valdez, maybe. But he hasn't really fought nobody. He hasn't been in the ring with an opponent to help him improve. Yeah, but they ain't good for business. You know, trying to use somebody else's shit, it may not work out the best for you. And I'm gonna say this and I'm out of here, y'all. Now, last but not least, so was trending that, Bud Crawford most likely is going to go down to 160. And people were saying, well, he's going to go down there and become 4-time undisputed. That's cool, but my question is, for what? That's cool, but for what? Because he already did something that hasn't been done. And that's having a 3-time undisputed champion in a 4-belt era. What the fuck more do he need to do? Because the way I'm looking at it, shit, he shouldn't even have no motherfucking now to drip a tear, a sweat drop on his forehead, because ain't nobody touching that. If that's what he's worrying about, he already raised the bar enough. Maybe he could be thinking, you know what? Somebody else might be able to do this. But are they going to be able to do 4? But my thing is this, people. For all you accolade lovers out there, the undisputed lovers out there, listen. He never defended them shit. Thanks for tuning in. It's been a dope episode of Coffee Donuts for Grown-Ups. I'm CRUSHDALEGEND, signing off. You have a good one. Peace.